Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on WellnessKE. My name is Fatma. It's time for us to prepare yet another healthy and delicious recipe. And today we're making butternut. So we've actually picked butternut because butternut is actually very healthy and it's a rich source of vitamin A. And vitamin A is actually really essential for you and your health. And in order for you to get the most out of this particular recipe, you need to actually have it with some good fats. And today we've picked avocado. So avocado is also a healthy fat. So whenever you eat foods that are rich in vitamin A, you need to eat them with healthy fats. So for instance, if you're going to have the butternut, make sure that you have it with avocado. Make sure you have it with some, if it's going to be in a salad, make sure you add some oil, because the healthy fats are going to make sure that you get the most out of the vitamin A. Something we're going to be doing today is, instead of us doing the normal boiling, steaming, we're actually going to pan fry this butternut. And so here I have some oil. This is a blend of olive oil and sesame oil. This is one of my favorite ways to blend and actually prepare healthy, delicious meals, because it never feels heavy when I use this kind of oil. So we're going to need 1 teaspoon of oil. And what we're going to do is we'll put 1 teaspoon of oil on the pan, and then we turn on the heat. Then we're actually going to place the chopped up butternut into the pan. So make sure that you've chopped it up into cubes, and then it's time for us to prepare the recipe. So let's get started. So we're just going to turn on the heat. And once the heat is on, make sure that the oil, covers almost every part of the pan. This is very important. And then make sure that you also have a lid that's going to actually cover this pan, because once the butternut is, on the pan and it's pan fried just a little bit and sauteed rather, you're actually going to turn the heat to medium, and all the way to medium, and then you're going to cover this for a few minutes. So I'm just going to wait for the oil to get heated, and then it'll be time for us to add the butternut. So this recipe is actually something that most of the women who are on the WellnessKE nutrition plan are using, because they find that sometimes when you have to eat, any source of carbohydrates, you struggle with picking the right type of carbohydrates that is low glycemic. And by that, I mean carbohydrates that are actually lower in, or rather they are not going to spike your blood sugar levels that fast. So what you need is carbohydrates that are low glycemic, that are under the number 55. So if you can stick to a number 55 and below, you're actually playing it much safer. So you're not going to keep spiking your blood sugar levels, and you're still going to be able to enjoy a delicious meal. This method of preparation for the butternut is really, really delicious. And you can also do the same thing with sweet potatoes. You can actually do the same thing: peel, wash, cut into cubes, put the oil, and then add the sweet potatoes and cover, and then you're going to have yourself a really, really delicious, healthy meal. So I believe our oil is ready and heated, and now it's time for us to add the butternut. So I've used about half of butternut, and I chopped it up really well. But you can do more if it's for the rest of the family, or you want to prepare so that you can be able to have it much later. So now it's time for us to add the butternut. So our oil is ready. Let's add the butternut. And so once everything is laid out really well, don't turn the heat to medium yet, because we want the butternut to saute a little bit so that it can caramelize, and that is going to actually be really tasty when it's time for you to enjoy this meal. So don't turn the heat to medium yet. Once you've placed the butternut, make sure that you give it a few minutes, like about, let's say 3 minutes, so that it can caramelize. But if you notice that it's already started, you can almost, it usually starts turning a little bit golden brown. And once you notice that, then you turn the heat to medium and then you cover the butternut. You want it to caramelize, because when it's time for you to enjoy this meal, you'll find that it's even more delicious when it's caramelized. So be patient and you're going to enjoy something really tasty. So in about 3 minutes or so, you'll find that the butternut has already caramelized. And this is what I mean. When you turn one, you can actually see that this is what it looks like. We're not going to flip the butternut. We're going to leave it as it is, because we want it to cook really well. But these are already caramelized, so we're going to turn the heat all the way to medium. So you're going to take your heat all the way to medium, and now it's time for you to actually place the lid and cover the butternut. So our butternut is ready, and now it's time for us to serve it. As you can see, this is how you want it to be, for it to be golden brown, as you can see here. And once it's ready, all you have to do is just serve it and enjoy. So guys, our meal is ready. We've actually prepared butternut, and we're going to have it with some lentils and an avocado. Don't forget, you should always have some spinach, some cabbage, any type of leafy greens with this recipe, because this is going to add some more fiber. Remember, butternut is a rich source of vitamin A, vitamin C, antioxidants. It's actually going to be helpful in making sure that it boosts your reproductive health and also your uterine health. So if you're struggling with any kind of uterine conditions, or you're trying to make sure that you boost your fertility, then this is one of the best ways that you can do it. Make sure that you try this recipe, because you're going to enjoy yourself. It's time for me to try the butternut. This is one of my favorite meals, so I already know what it tastes like. I promise you, you won't need to add any salt. Nothing. You're actually going to really enjoy this meal. So every time you prepare this, or anytime you feel like you want to try a recipe that's still going to be healthy, make sure that you try sautéed butternut, sautéed sweet potatoes, sautéed pumpkin. These are all really healthy sources of carbohydrates, and you can still have them and prepare them, and they'll still be fun, as opposed to just boiling and steaming. Okay, so guys, if you're going to try out this recipe, make sure that you tag me when you post the photo, so that we can be able to see what you've been able to prepare for yourself. For those of you who maybe enjoy some animal protein, some fish, some chicken, some eggs, this is also going to work really well, because you can team it up with your butternut. And don't forget the avocado, don't forget any sesame butter, anything that is a healthy fat it's actually going to work really well for you. Thank you guys so much. If you found this video helpful, make sure that you hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button so that we can continue growing the community and you can be a part of this beautiful community of women who keep supporting each other and putting themselves first, because that is our goal this 2023. Guys, my name is Fatma. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Time for me to continue eating. Bye.